Hi, I'm Susan. This is a comeback yoga class, and it's about 45 minutes or so. This class is gentle yoga and meditation. And all the comeback yoga classes right now are working with some overall themes. This month's theme is choice. And that might seem like a strange thing to think about while you're practicing yoga as a student, but you actually have tons of choices as you are practicing. And you can, just recognizing that you have those choices can be really empowering as you're practicing. For example, you can choose to do exactly what the teacher is doing, or you can choose to do something different. You can choose different variations of postures. You can just give yourself permission to make those choices. And let's start by finding your own personal favorite way to sit. I like to sit with my legs, my feet kind of tucked under my legs and my knees bent, sitting on my sit bones. And I feel like this a lot, so it feels comfortable to me, but you might not sit like this a lot. So there are different ways that you might choose to sit with your legs stuck out in front of you, or you might choose to give yourself some support with your back against the wall. You might hold on to your knees and hook one set of fingers around your other wrist and support yourself that way. This is a beginning example of how you could give yourself some different choices. The way that you make decisions about those choices is by listening to your body and paying attention to the sensations that you're getting while you're going through those choices. So listen to your body and ask yourself, does this seem like what I need in the moment? Do I want a little more challenge? Do I want a little more focus? Do I want a little more ease? Take a soft inhale breath through your nose and exhale through your mouth. And try to let the mental process of making those types of choices fade away, and let yourself be in the moment with your body and just be listening and responding, giving yourself the option of just gentle reflection and action and reaction, and breathe and breathe and breathe. You put your fingertips on the floor and lean from side to side. And as we're leaning, you can start to take one hand up and overhead. Or if your shoulders don't love that, you could take one hand to the top of your shoulder. As we're practicing, you might respond to certain words. You might respond to certain colors. You might respond to certain feelings or sensations. And observe what happens if you are finding different ways to interact with your practice. That's another way to make choices. You can choose to use different kinds of motivators or different kinds of feedback. And we'll come back to center, Put your hands together. Take a big soft inhale breath through your nose. And exhale through your mouth. So inhale and sweep arms out to the sides. And take one hand down towards the floor and your other arm up towards the ceiling and look up past your fingertips. One hand towards the floor, other arm up towards the ceiling and look past your fingertips. Getting a little bit wider, deeper stretch into your sides. Moving at a slow pace, developing the ways that you give yourself time to have those sensations and to respond to those sensations. And we'll come back to center. Let's take both hands back behind us. Lift your rib cage. And we'll switch the way that your legs are somehow. Even if it's just wiggling around a little bit. And we'll hinge forward into a forward fold. You can take your elbows out to the sides. Try to keep your torso in one line from your pelvis up through the crown of your head. Just a gentle, stretchy line as you're tilting forward. Most of the pressure, the stretch will be in your hips as you're tilting forward. Let's lift. Stick one leg out to the side and let your other knee bend. You can either hold on to your leg with your foot in the air, or you can put your foot on the floor and rock your knee from side to side. And we're focusing on inner thigh, outer thigh, your hip joint, place where your thigh meets your torso. And we'll switch sides. Have one leg in and your foot on the floor, lifting and lowering your knee, or you can put your foot out in front of you, rock your knee from side to side. You can hold on to your leg, rocking. And we'll bring the soles of your feet together. You can hold on to your feet or the outsides of your knees. Big inhale lengthens up your torso, and an exhale tilts your torso. And inhale lifts, and an exhale tilt, and an inhale to lift, and exhale to tilt. We'll do one more like that. Inhale to lift, and exhale to tilt. Bringing yourself up to a table position. If you turn and face down towards the floor, you're on your hands and your shins, on the tops of your feet. Here are some options that you could choose. You could tuck your toes under, it gives you a little more dig into and a little more engagement in your feet and your legs. You could curl your hands into fists and put the flats of your knuckles on the floor if you don't, if you'd rather have that sensation in your wrists. You could also come down to your forearms and be on your forearms. So choose your foundation, and then we'll notice how we're moving. You can let your hips lean from side to side. You could round your back. You could drop your belly button down towards the floor. Lift your chest, lift your gaze, lift your tailbone, and move back into neutral position. And here's another option. You can move in a circle. keeping your torso in a circle in one direction and in a circle in the other direction. So knowing you have all those choices of ways of movement in your torso, make some choices about how you want to move in your sides, in your back, move in your shoulders and your hips. You can support your foundation by giving yourself those options. We'll do that for a couple more breaths as you move through. We will center ourselves, bringing yourself back to regular table position. Plant one hand underneath your face and take your other elbow up towards the ceiling. Turning your torso and wrap your arm around behind you, or you can lift your arm up towards the ceiling and then switch sides. One hand down on the floor, other elbow towards the ceiling. You could reach it up towards the ceiling straight in your arm, or you could wrap your arm around behind you. And we'll walk hands forward, bringing your hands up towards the corners, top corners of your mat, and lean forward and find an upward facing dog, lengthening through the front of your body. Pull your hips back, use strength of your torso, and we'll ease into a child's pose. You can let your hands drag a little bit, fold up your legs, let your body fold over your legs, and encourage your head to come in line with your arms. Big soft inhale breath through your nose, and exhale through your mouth. We'll lift ourselves up and come into a standing position. You can do that however you want to. I'm going to rock back on my tucked under toes, float my knees, and come into a squat position. Squat is a really big knee bend. If your knees don't like this, you have lots of options. You could be in just a regular standing position, or you could sit back into a high chair. You could put your elbows on the tops of your knees and put your hands together. So think about what's feeling best for your body in this moment, and then do that. One more round of breath in your squat position, whichever one's working best for you now. And we'll all meet in full standing. It's an upright posture, gaze steady ahead. You can pull your head back a little bit and let it be in line over your rib cage in line over your pelvis, and your pelvis in line, centered, and your feet just a little bit wider than regular standing. Taking your hands together, step one foot forward, and your back foot glides through, bringing your heel to rest on your ankle like you're making a little kickstand, a little tripod with your first tree pose. We warmed up earlier when we were sitting, giving ourselves a little bit of hip opening. So turning your knee out hopefully feels continuation of that turning out. Turn your turned out knee forward again and step back. We'll step back to just a little bit wider than regular standing, finding your head in its space above your rib cage, just slightly tucked above your pelvis, feet firm. Shifting weight, stepping your other foot forward and gliding your back foot. Your knee turns out to the side. Your heel rests on the inside of your standing leg. Gaze is steady. Breathing. Squaring your turned out leg. Stepping back and stepping together. Let's walk our feet kind of close together. Let your arms come down by your sides. Pick up one heel and slide your foot forward and try to keep your feet one in front of the other in line. That's a balance challenge. And turning a little bit to your back foot's side, we'll tilt into a high lifted up triangle. One hand on your hip, one hand on the inside of your front leg. You're lifting square forward again. Step your front foot back. Your feet are kind of close together. Shifting, stepping, gliding, one foot forward. Your front foot is right in front of your back foot, like a little bit like you're on a tightrope. Gaze is steady, gaze a little bit bent. And you're turning your feet a little bit to the side. Back hand on your back hip, front hand on the inside of your front leg. Now lift it up, triangle. And stretching your hips. You're inhaling to lift, square forward again. Shift weight and step back. Feet are kind of close together. And walk or hop, feet apart, out towards the edges of your mat. Put your hands together, sit back into a wide chair, and we'll find a side chair. Turn your torso to one side. Try to keep your knees more or less in line with each other. Or if they don't do that, notice that they are doing something differently than what I'm suggesting, and observe your body. So always another choice. If you're noticing maybe that your body doesn't do that, and suggesting, accommodating, and giving yourself choices. And we're rising up to full stand with hands together and turning and sitting into a side chair. Lift, square forward, and turn one more side chair on either side. Lift, square forward, and last one, turning, and lift. Sweep your arms out to the sides, reach your arms overhead, palms facing each other. Exhale and sweep into a big square forward chair, arms sweeping back behind you. Scoop down, inhale, lift way up towards the ceiling, look up between your hands. Let your arms drift down by your sides. Walking your feet back towards each other. We're shifting, stepping one foot forward, and getting into our second tree pose. This time you can either keep your foot on the floor with your heel touching the inside of your standing leg, or you could bring your foot up to the middle of your shin. That is two options there. And you can do what you like with your arms. I'm going to do an eagle arm. One arm wrapped underneath the other, backs of your hands towards each other. Arms back to you down by your sides, stepping back and stepping together. Big soft inhale. Exhale, shifting and stepping forward with your other foot. Back foot glides through into the tree pose. You can either keep your toes on the floor or you can bring your foot to the inside of your standing legs calf. Any arms, I'm choosing the eagle arms variation. One arm wrapped underneath the other. Unwrapping, stepping back, and stepping together and finding a wide stance, feet out towards the long edges of your mat. Inhale to sweep all the way up, reaching up towards the ceiling through your fingertips and looking up. Big inhale. Exhale, sweep your arms back, sit back into a chair pose, and then we'll fold over into a forward fold. If you want more support for your torso and the weight of your head, you can put your elbows on the tops of your knees. And if you want to feel more weight stretching your legs, you can put your hands down on the floor or let your arms hang and your head hang forward. Rocking back, rolling up to full stand. Let's walk up towards the top of the mat, bringing yourself to simple standing position with hands together. Picking up one foot, stepping it back, and moving into a warrior two position with your front knee bent and your back leg long, arms extended. And try dropping your arms, putting your hands on the sides of your thighs. And try bringing your arms up and overhead with your head in between your upper arms and your fingers reaching up towards the ceiling. Arms come down. Rotate on the ball of your back foot, lifting your back heel, and step forward into our third tree pose. That's your choice. Foot on the floor, foot on the inside of your standing lower leg, or foot on the inside of your standing leg's thigh. You can assist your foot up there with your other hand. That's another thing you can do. And then any arms, doing fingertips together, palms apart, for focus and concentration. Stepping together, simple standing, hands together. Taking one foot back, you're at the top of your mat, one foot back. Moving into warrior two. Front knees bent, back legs long. Take soft inhale and exhale. Try bringing your arms down by your sides. Gathering up, taking your arms overhead, upper arms right by the sides of your head. And choose your favorite arms for warrior two. Arms back up to T. Rotate on the ball of your back foot, square forward towards the top of your mat. We're stepping forward into our third tree pose. You can either choose foot on the floor, foot on the inside of your standing calf, or foot on the inside of your front thigh. You can choose any arms. Steady gaze, steady breathing. stepping together. Up at the top of your mat, inhale reaches way up towards the ceiling. Exhaling, parting your arms, hinging forward, bringing yourself into a half forward fold. Bending your knees, allowing your head, your arms to hang forward. Rock back and roll up. And we'll finish our tree pose variations with rocking forward on the balls of your feet, up forward onto your toes, lifting your heels, and then rocking on your heels and wiggling your toes around. Rolling onto the inner edges of your feet, the outer edges of your feet, and letting your feet just be natural as you usually stand. Shifting over onto one foot and choose a different variation of tree pose, maybe one that you didn't try before. You could do a crossing ankle over the front of your shin, or you could touch your foot to the back of your calf. You could do a tree pose with your legs sticking out to the side, or you could maybe do different arms. Just giving yourself a different variation of tree pose. Notice breathing. Both feet down. Sweep your arms back behind you, sitting back into a chair pose. Sweep way up overhead. And find a simple standing pose with your arms down by your sides. Do some introspection and observation with how you're standing, how your feet feel. Moving around weight in different parts of your feet. And shifting, and find a different way to interpret this tree pose in your body. It's a simple standing on one foot with your other leg turned out. Balance pose. Breathing exercise. Making a shape of a tree with your body. Both feet down. Inhale, sweep way up. Exhale, sweep your arms back. Sit back into a chair pose. Wide chair pose. Inhale, sweep way up. Exhale, release your arms down by your sides. You're up towards the top of your mat. Let's place hands on the fronts of your legs. Lift your rib cage, look up. And then exhale, we're sliding hands down the fronts of your legs and moving into a downward facing dog. You can do downward facing dog in lots of ways. You probably know most of them by now. You could be on your shins, you could be on your forearms, you could be on your hands and your feet. Downward facing dogs, kind of a classic yoga pose. You can interpret it how you want to interpret it in your body. See if you can let go of the thinking part of making those decisions and just feel in your body. Ease into the pose a little bit, sink your heels a little, do some exploration, introspection, contemplation. Take your time finding the downward facing dog shape in your body, with your body. with your breath, letting all those things inform your posture. One more breath in your chosen downward facing dog. And then we'll come back to a seated position. Any way you want to sit. Once you're sitting again, you can move your awareness to your internal self, taking stock, noticing the qualities of your thoughts, how your thoughts are. Are they fast moving? Are they don't have to be one thing or another thing. It can be a lot of things. We're pretty the ability to hold a lot of sometimes a thing and its opposite internally. Just observing those things that you have with you right now. Like you're noticing what the weather is like. You can use any ways to recognize your internal self that you want to, colors, shapes, textures. And once you've observed that and recognized that, turn your awareness then to your breathing. Rearrange your arms and your hands to be as supportive to you as possible. And rearrange your shoulders and your head. And give yourself a little bit more support. Start to lengthen out your exhales a little bit, letting your inhales be as natural as possible, and then lengthening out your exhales. And keep going with that, letting your inhales be as natural as possible and lengthening out your exhales. Or you could switch it up and try letting your inhale stretch out. Take more inhale. And then letting your exhales be as natural as possible. So there's one more option here, which is balancing your breath and inviting your inhales and your exhales to be about the same length as each other. Whatever technique you chose, you can bring yourself back to regular, steady breath, however you normally breathe. And observe the effects of breathing in this way, whichever way you want it. So move your hands together, move your torso around, your body, your shoulders, your head, your face. Taking your hands out in front of you and tilting forward, stretching your hips. Putting your hands behind you, lift your rib cage. Bringing yourself back to center, observing the effects of practice. Big soft inhale breath through your nose. And exhale through your mouth. One more, inhale. And exhale. Put one hand inside the other and let your arms support you as you rest your hands in your lap. And notice if you feel done, you feel ready to move and be finished with your practice, or if you want to do something else for a little bit. Maybe you'd like to lay down, take a little rest. Maybe you'd like to do a little bit more breathing practice or observe your thoughts. Maybe there's some more stretches you'd like to do. You have a lot of options. As you listen to your body and to yourself, you can give yourself whatever option seems best for you to move on with the rest of your day. And I hope you have a great rest of your day. And you'll practice with Comeback Yoga again. You can go to our website, comebackyoga.org, find out more about us, what we do. You can contact our amazing, amazing staff. They're happy to help you find things and resources that will help you on your yoga journey. We have lots of in-person classes all across Colorado, and they can connect you to the ones that make best sense for you, your friends, and your family. I look forward to seeing you again next time.